Today I'm going to be talking about streaming services and subscriptions in general. Let's get into it. Now recently I've been getting messages from companies saying that they're going to be upping their pricing, Spotify, and I think it's kind of getting ridiculous now. I really wanted to make a video about this because I really do think that this is getting ridiculous now. We are getting to the point where subscriptions are actually becoming more than what we would have been paying for, regular TV or buying songs. The only valuable subscription, in my opinion, is something like Sky or like Spotify, where you're actually getting a decent amount for your money. But I do think that this is getting ridiculous. I'm going to give you a list now of subscription services that we have, that you might have as well, that are just going to add up over time. There's Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max, Apple TV, Paramount Plus, Peacock, YouTube Premium. Then this is only a couple of them, and then we transfer over to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Deezer Premium, Tidal, and YouTube Music. That's also not to mention Google One, iCloud Drive. All of these things that add up over time. I'm paying a ridiculous amount monthly for subscriptions. Now, obviously, I don't have every single one of these subscriptions, but I have a majority of them, and that's what worries me. Is a lot of these companies actually do take a lot of my money. I'm subscribed with Netflix, I'm subscribed with Amazon Prime, I'm subscribed with Disney Plus, I'm subscribed with YouTube Premium, I'm subscribed with Paramount Plus, I'm also subscribed with Spotify Premium, Amazon Music, and YouTube Music. Now, obviously, YouTube Music is included with YouTube Premium, same with Amazon Music. But that doesn't mean to say that all of these subscriptions are just kind of ridiculous. I mean, it is kind of getting to the point now where if you wanted to get a subscription service, you've got to make sure, number one, this thing isn't going to go up each year. You've also then got to make sure that you're, paying enough alongside all your other subscriptions. What happened to Netflix being the only subscription and being the one place to go? The whole reason behind Netflix was to stop traditional services like Sky and other places in America, making all this money from satellite TV. But now it is a case of the satellite TV options tend to be cheaper overall because they will chuck in some subscriptions for free. It's ridiculous. This also isn't including PlayStation Plus, Xbox Ultimate. A lot of these things are ridiculous. I mean, PlayStation Plus is now like £150 for 12 months compared to what it used to be. Xbox Ultimate, that's relatively all right. You're getting Game Pass. But then again, that's like £12 a month. All of these things add up over time, and it seems like a good deal, when you're paying £12 a month. But over time, you're going to be paying these companies thousands of pounds, and it is just getting ridiculous now. There is a subscription service for everything. We pay for our phones monthly. We pay for our music service monthly. We pay for our movies monthly. We do not truly own anything, and that's what the scary part is that if these companies decide that they just want to take your favorite movie off the service, they want to take your favorite song off the service, they can, because they own the rights to that content. Now, that doesn't mean to say that all of your streaming services are going to get rid of all your movies at once, but you see it a lot with Netflix. When they run out of the rights, they just get rid of it without any warning and just suddenly remove it because you don't own it, you don't have a physical copy of it. Now, I don't want to sound like an old person and a boomer, but it's true. If we don't own our stuff, then what kind of world are we living in? Like, we pay all these subscriptions and they can just take it away from us like that. It's insane. It's the same. I mean, we have subscriptions in cars. What? Like, how? Like, how are we... BMW famously having to pay monthly for heated seats, but I know from experience with Mercedes, you can pay for so many more options. You can pay to get CarPlay After for £300 a month. You can pay for if your vehicle gets stolen monthly. You can pay for it. You can pay for in-car office experiences. You can pay for navigation monthly. And these companies, they're just trying to get you to pay after you made a lump sum of money. They want you to keep paying after so they can get more profit. Now, obviously, this is more famously and recently kind of a thing with the AI pin is you pay £800 and then you still have to pay £24 a month on top. It's insane. Like, how is that a thing? How is that something that is allowed? Now, it makes sense for some stuff to be a subscription service. In some cases, things make more sense to be subscription services. And don't get me wrong, if we did have streaming services, we're not going to own every single movie we want, but we need to be careful because these streaming services have a lot of power at the moment, and they are kind of controlling the prices. There's no one really saying to them, oh, you have to make the price of this, justifiable. You have to have it to this price. No one's stopping them. No government stepped in. And I just can't believe how many subscription services are about that I probably don't even know about in everyone's day-to-day life. I mean, I pay Adobe £10 a month to just use Photoshop. I mean, Adobe famously is really expensive, but I use Photoshop. I get my money's worth out of it. Now, what worries me is Apple, have an application called Final Cut Pro, which I used to edit all my videos on. You can pay for that outright, and then you own that. You own that forever. But with the iPad, they made that a subscription service. Now that does worry me. I hope they don't make the regular version of Final Cut Pro monthly payments, but at the same time, for a lot of people, they would prefer to have a monthly subscription because they can pay that in short periods over time. Whereas if you're having to pay £300 up front, a lot of people won't feel great about that. So this is why subscription services are such a 50-50. Because yeah, it helps people out, it helps them get, the thing they might want straight away, and then they then have to pay monthly after. And a lot of people dangerously forget that they've got subscriptions running in the background. So they're just mindlessly giving these companies money without them maybe even using the service. I mean, I know I go through stages of using streaming services, not using streaming services, and I just feel guilty about giving these companies money because they don't need it. You might be thinking you're getting a fantastic deal, paying £1, £5, £9, but over time you're not getting a better deal. This is going to get ridiculous. I mean, I must be paying about £150 to £200 a month just on subscription services alone, which is insane. And I do think that something needs to be done about this. We need to speak up about these companies, having too many subscription services at once. We need a bulk subscription service where we can get all of our favorite subscription services in one. Now, obviously, there is some places that do this, but it's not universally accepted by every single company. So we need to make sure this happens. But tell me down below, what do you think? How much do you pay monthly for all your different subscription services? Do you rather have subscription services, or would you rather own the content that you have? Please let me know down below, because I am really intrigued. But hit this video with a like. Please do subscribe. It's been Harry. I'm out. Peace.